Hello, everyone. My name is Jeffrey W. Ingram. I am the founder and co host of the World Builders Anvil podcast. And today I'm here for my Tuesday Tidbit for episode 261. In 261, we're kind of looking at some issues that we have to be able to start sharing content, right? So, like, I have all of these ideas for worlds. How do I get them out, right? I mean, just time wise, you look at a world like Middle Earth and you can be overwhelmed with the amount of detail that goes in there. And so I kind of go over, the premise of some of the world building ideas, where I used to sort of start coming up with this idea that I needed a framework, something a little bit more substantial to help me build faster. And however, Mark in our Facebook group, the Fantasy World Builders Undercroft, had a timely question that kind of popped up. And his question, was essentially saying he had some ideas and, but, I wasn't really sure, he had an idea of how he could proceed, but wasn't sure if anyone had done it. And it kind of came with the idea that, it might not be a world building or a creative issue. It could be something else. So I wanted to do this quick video kind of going over some of the things I used to get started, even with the podcast or whatever. So, and the first thing I have is this wonderful book by John Acuff called Start. And it's actually called Start, Punch Fear in the Face, Escape Average, and Do the Work That Matters, which for me is sharing world building stuff. And it was tough, and something I was actually afraid to, but in my brain it didn't kind of come across. And the great thing with reading the book Start is it actually got me started. So it's kind of the first thing that hit me, which got me moving towards creating the podcast, working on my first novel seriously, and really getting going, and not just overcoming the fear to share, but like all of those things, all those voices in your head that kind of interrupt you. And so I really, really would recommend this book, Start. Even if you don't think you have a fear issue, it's worth reading, just if nothing else, to rule it out. The next thing I would suggest is the High Performance Planner. This is from Brendan Burchard. It doesn't really get much into explaining it. I actually just got mine. This is my planner right here. And essentially, he works in this area of high performance. I've actually been to one of his seminars, and my wife recently got me the planner in which I'll be starting. It's only a 60-day planner. The nice thing is it kind of covers all the aspects of your life, and it gets you to get the most out of your life. So I would really highly suggest the High Performance Planner by Brendan Burchard. This isn't kind of going over the science behind it. He has a different book called High Performance Habits, which will kind of go over how to do it. And, I'm not suggesting that everyone needs to be high performance, but if you're not getting to all of the things that are important to you in life, something like the High Performance Planner might help you work through it and figure out how to get to more stuff, And Brendan has a lot of good content. He'll help you with energy. He'll help you with sharing information with people. He's a very bright guy. It's a wonderful planner, and it's very much working you through the process of how to get the most out of your day, but not just for work or being creative, but for all the areas of your life, which is something I really like. So Brendan Burchard, the High Performance Planner, just get it and use it. If you want to understand the science behind it, go to the High Performance Habits book, and there are links in this episode, basically in the notes for the episode. So those are the three things, I can think of, right away, but especially the first two to get started. If you are just not being able to get through and getting done what you want to. And there could be more specific things like you don't consider yourself a writer, but you want to write a novel. If you have anything where you're stuck on, but you're, and the specific thing, and it's not fear or it's not getting the most out of your life. You just, you don't think you're a writer, or you don't think you have what it takes. If you're willing to share it in the comments, or go to the Facebook Undercroft if you want to do it in a more private setting and ask there, and we'll see if we can come up with other resources to help you out. Now, for this idea of framework I start talking about, I'm starting to go over it a bit more. If you go to www.howtoworldbuild, that's one word, .com/soon, which there's also a link in here, number 4. You can sign up and information. Literally today, I'm starting to go out and get information from people to help flesh out what's in the framework to help make it more beneficial to more people than just me. Because that's kind of my goal is, if you know me, I want to share 1 million worlds, and they're not all obviously going to be mine. I'm probably won't have the time to go through 1 million worlds, but I think there needs to be 1 million new, better worlds out there for fantasy or for science fiction. If you're interested, go to www.howtoworldbuild.com/soon and check that out. I thank you very much for your time. I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday. I hope you crush this week, and I hope you crush next week as well, too. So, but I will see you then. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later.